Hey guys, welcome to my second short story reading. Just want to give you guys a heads up, my YouTube channel is going to be coming up momentarily. Just got to work out a couple of the kinks. So the second story that I'm going to be reading is The Orca Solace. This appeared in my Thesis compilation as well. This one's another flash fiction, another ekphrastic piece that was based off of a different story, or a different art piece than the one that I based the first two off of. This is a standalone animal fiction. So without further ado, The Orca's Solace. It was always far too loud for the Orca. Others from its pod thought it was too sensitive, that it should be grateful that it could hear so well and so far. But the Orca made out the subtle ways in which they spoke that gave away their annoyance, knowing that they were also partially to blame for their ceaseless clicking, whistling, calling, popping, clapping, singing. The Orca would occasionally venture away from the pod, but would always be overwhelmed with noise. The incessant whirling swish of schooling fish, neurotic pecking of crabs, lobsters, and shrimp as they scavenged and sifted, the harsh echoes of gulls endlessly splashing and complaining of nothing to one another, seals, otters, and other prey yammering, chattering, giving away their location, the roar and groan of machines as humans in their boats pilfered the waters and went where they shouldn't. When it got to be too much, when the Orca thought its head couldn't contain the pressure of so much sound for its attention for another moment longer, it sought the only source of solace that it can think of. With each powerful stroke of its tail, the Orca took on more and more speed. Faster and faster, its streamlined body eating up the watery distance, seaweed and flotsam spinning past its fins. A frisson of relief passed through the Orca as its nose broke the water's surface, as a wave of rapturous silence greeted it. The cool air was a crisp surcease of sound that at once rejuvenated and vitalized the Orca's weary mind. As it sailed through the air, corkscrewing, its gaze fell upon the distant shore. Time diminished to a distant dream at what the Orca saw. There, across the sapphire water, white powdered snow lay delicate, soft, and undisturbed upon the stable security offered to it by the fathomless reaches of firm black granite. A promise of peace, a promise of quiet, a promise of solitude. In its mind's eye, the Orca imagined that just beyond what it could see was hidden its nirvana, vast verdant valleys of calmly swaying verdure, serene, unbound reaches of limitless potential, tranquil, endless expanses of wide-open nothingness. All were there, all the only sound to be found would be the delicate whisper of the wandering wind. How the Orca longed to be able to go there and remain above the tides, to forever enjoy the blissful hush of the above world. Never mind that that was where the humans called their home and where the gulls and other birds chose to roost. The Orca was convinced that they could be no louder than that domain of the never-ending raucousness below. Too soon the Orca's flight was complete, and it returned amid foam, bubbles, and unattainable desires of muted paradise to the encapsulating, tumultuous abyss below. Yet, now the Orca could better bear the burden of its noisome circumstances, escaping again for a time into the realm of fancy where the world around it grew too oppressively loud. But the land above still beckoned with its promise of possibility, and if its dreams ever dared doom to die, the Orca knew that it might just find out for itself exactly what lay beyond that untrodden snow and unyielding granite. Alright, that's the end of that story. I'll have the next one up probably in a couple of days. But once again, if you guys have any suggestions for edits or critique or anything like that, or if you liked it, let me know with the comments or whatever through Facebook or YouTube. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.